Good evening and welcome to Daily Politics on Trust TV. I'm Hamza Idris. On this program, we present in-depth analysis of evolving political events and review critical government policies for national development. On the program tonight, we delved into the crisis bedeviling the People's Democratic Party. In a dramatic turn of events, the Muhammad Abdurrahman-led faction of the party has unveiled new board of trustee leadership amidst escalating tension. But before the conversation commences, here is an update on today's trending political events.
PDP faction led by Abdurrahman Mohammed has elected Mao Ohabunwa as chairman of its new board of trustees, BoT. Ohabunwa was elected on Friday at a ceremony at the FCT Minister's official residence in Abuja. At the event, Isa Nansidi was elected secretary of the board, while other officials were also appointed to serve on the board. Speaking during the inauguration, Abdurrahman said the move was aimed at restoring true values to the party and regaining public trust. He expressed confidence that the new BoT would help reposition the party for future electoral successes. Ahead of the Saturday's governorship election in Anambra State, the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) says the seat will be contested by 16 governorship candidates. The election will be held in 5,718 polling units across the state, 21 local government areas. Some major contenders include Governor Charles Soludo of Abga, Prince Nicholas Okachukwu of APC, Jude Ezenwafo of PDP, and John Wosu of ADC. Voting is expected to commence by 8 a.m. and close by 2 p.m., with results expected to be announced shortly after security measures have been put in place to ensure a peaceful election. The Federal High Court in Abuja has fixed 20th November for judgment in Nnamdi Kanu's terrorism trial. Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra IPOB, has been charged with 7 terrorism-related offenses. Judge James Omotosho fixed the date after Mr. Kanu's defense was foreclosed due to his refusal to enter a defense under a repeal law. The Nigerian government has been prosecuting Mr. Kanu on these charges since 2015. The IPOB leader has been in detention since June 2021, facing trial for alleged treasonable felony and terrorism offenses. His trial has been marked by several adjournments and controversies.
Updates of major political events there. Now to our main talking points, the emergence of a factional board of trustees within the PDP. Let's bring in an insider within the Muhammad Abdurrahman's faction of the PDP for critical analysis of why they inaugurated the new BoT after purportedly removing former Senate President Adolphus Wabara. Now, Mr. Timothy Osadolor, the acting national youth leader of the PDP faction, is here in the studio. And thank you very much for joining us.
Mr. Hamza, thank you for having me, and good evening, Nigerians.
Many Nigerians see your faction. I'm using the word faction because that is what has emerged now within the party. Are you happy to see that the biggest political party at a time is now factionalized?
Well, I want to take very, very strong exceptions to the word a faction. But again, the reality on the ground supports you when you say faction. But the truth is this, the PDP has issues that it's contending with currently, which has now seemingly led to this terminology factions or factionalization being used here now and then. But in the true sense of it, Alhaji Abdurrahman Mohammed is the current acting national chairman of PDP, which is a statement of fact, given the suspension of Ambassador Ilya Damagun and some members of the working committee that he once presided over. But again, the good thing is that the suspensions are for 1 month. And I believe that once the disciplinary committees or the...
You didn't expel them?
No, they are not expelled members. They are only they're only suspended for 1 month.
Why?
Because of so many reasons, bordering on incompetence, grandstanding, and I'm sure the communique that announced their suspension is in public view. So they have not responded to the issues therein. But I'm aware that efforts are being, concerted efforts are going on the ground by some of their supporters within the BoT and leadership of the party to find soft landings to resolve these issues. But the party cannot be in abeyance, or the leadership cannot be in abeyance. Therefore, Honorable Abdurrahman Mohammed has been appointed by the National Committee to hold brief and hold forth on behalf of all of us.
If I were to go to INEC website or to PDP's website, known to Nigerians, whose name will I see there?
Well, in the question of which name you see there, the INEC website or the PDP website is not a guarantee to what can happen, because normally you also notice it took time for INEC to recognize Ambassador Damagum as the substantive national chairman of the PDP. It's not something you just do overnight. So if Honorable Abdurrahman's name is not there at the moment, it doesn't mean it will not be there in a matter of hours or days, because I'm sure INEC has its own processes. Just we follow those same processes. We saw the way the APC chairman's nomination and appointment was announced within 12 hours and ratified and uploaded in INEC. But you saw how many weeks it took for the PDP to get Ambassador Ilya Damagun as he then was.
But can two wrongs be right?
I'm coming. What I'm trying to say is that INEC has its own ways and modus operandi, which I am not a party of. That they have not done it today doesn't mean they will not do it tomorrow. And they are bound by law to be party positions on issues. So I'm sure, let me believe that these elections in Anambra and a few other places
has taken their
time. So let's see what they do when they come back from Anambra, which is a front-runner issue for them for now.
So the dust has not rested in respect to Damagum and Abdurrahman's case. Now, today, we heard that you removed former Senate President Adolphus Wabara as the chairman of the Board of Trustees. When you say Board of Trustees, it's the conscience of the party. You have elders there. What's wrong has he and his team committed?
Well, I think having, you just mentioned Board of Trustees being the conscience of the party. So it means, therefore, it should not be seen to be erring in any way. It should be above board. You see, with all due respect to Senator Adolphus Wabara, his era of being he has been one of the most divisive.
Allegedly.
And I've not said allegedly. He has been, in fact, speaks to that.
You are sure?
Yes, and that is why I will be glad if he can say he will challenge all of these claims in any competent court. He has been one of the most divisive BoT chairmen we ever had.
I insist allegedly.
Okay, that is a diction that you like to use. For me, I believe in my heart, undeniably so, that distinguished Senator Adolphus Wabara contributed immensely to the problems within the PDP, and he has also engaged and indulged himself openly and on national TV and all the dailies in clear anti-party activities. We saw many endorse the governor of his home state.
Is it that he met with opposition parties?
We saw him endorsing the governor of his home state, Abia, and saying there will be no opposition and the governor must go for a second term. And we know the party the governor belongs to.
But is that a crime?
Allegedly.
Is that a crime? To say that he wants governor of Anambra, Charles Soludo, right? Who is a member of APGA, right? He endorsed him.
As the BoT chairman of which party?
Yes. Is that a crime?
No, it's not a crime now. So
it's not a crime.
Hold on now. Okay. If we were to follow this logic, that is not a crime. It means every member of the party has a right.
No, I actually wanted your straight answer on this. Is it a crime? Is that why you suspended him?
I want to follow your line of thought.
All right.
If you say it's not a crime, if the head of an institution that should give direction is going left, right, and you expect the institution to stand straight or follow its clear path, then you have started missing it. Senator Adolfo Wabara is a man in the morning, a female in the evening, and we don't know what it will become before it gets to dawn the next day. So he has not been consistent. And I don't know how he got tolerated to this moment when the BoT decided to kick him out.
So maybe that was one of the reasons.
It was one of the
endorsing
one of the numerous reasons.
But is there an exception? What he did?
One of the numerous reasons why Adolfo Wabara was kicked out. We also saw during the first one of the instances when he was private jetting around the country from Bauchi to Rivers, Bauchi, or Ibadan. What was he doing? There are things I cannot start going on national TV.
Still on that. Okay, it's like this, I think the summary
is a wheeler dealer.
Okay, the summary is that he is actually, moving together with opposition.
The summary is that he's grossly unfit and incompetent to be.
Can you put him on the same scale with FCT minister? This is a man of PDP,
no,
purportedly, but then look at how he's endorsing President Tinubu.
Don't mix apples and oranges.
How?
I'm coming, sir.
Okay.
Now, on one hand,
yes,
this man holds a sensitive party position. A sensitive party position as the leader of the conscience of the party. You are talking about a private citizen who went about, a private member of the party who went about serving the nation. How does it correlate?
Is Wike not a member of the NWC?
He's not a member of the NWC.
Okay, is he a member of the NEC?
He's not the leader of
What
NEC.
is his designation as former governor in PDP?
As former governor of the PDP.
Yes.
Like former Senate president, like former House of Assembly member leaders, and former House of Rep speakers.
Yes.
He has every right to attend every NEC meetings.
So that is where I'm heading to.
Good.
Now, why is it that you people refuse to call Wike to order? Going by how he is openly campaigning for PDP, APC president.
Governor Wike openly in this country said, I wrote a letter seeking the express permission of the PDP to Ambassador Ilya Damagum, and I got the blessings.
To go and campaign for APC?
To go and work for the federal government of Nigeria. Now again, sir, recall how the circumstances were and how he became a minister after our primaries. I don't hold brief for Governor Wike, but I want to speak primarily on the PDP.
No. Because I'm heading somewhere.
Where you are heading to?
Timothy, yes, I'm heading somewhere.
Put it on the table and whatever question you have, I will address. I don't want to be the man analyzing Governor Wike's action or inaction, because at the end of the day, he has a right as a Nigerian to support and not to support anybody.
So Wabara also.
Wabara is the leader. That's why I say don't mix apples and oranges. Wabara is the leader of the conscience of the party. He holds a party position, a prime party position.
Why is it that our laws have provision that if, God forbid, I still got, I should be taken to court of law, and then, of course, action will be taken against me. And if you take 1 billion, you will also be taken to the same court, very likely, because of the jurisdiction.
Yeah.
And you too will be punished.
Yes.
So why is Wike working free as far as PDP is concerned?
That question now, if Wike has a charge against him, I am aware that our revered High Chief Tommy Kimi was chairman of the disciplinary committee, and he was asked in the NEC hall with over 113 members accredited. I think that should be our 101 NEC. It was asked pointedly, as chairman of the committee of the PDP, why did your committee not suspend former Governor Wike? He said he will not manifest. His response,
yes,
which is available on all media houses, is that his committee never got a formal petition of anything anti-party or otherwise against Governor Wike. And he cannot start generating one all by himself because he's chairman of the general committee. Ambassador Tommy Kimi is still alive.
But in your honor, is that a right answer?
It's not in my honor.
Okay.
He was chairman disciplinary committee. former Foreign Affairs Minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, former Minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, former national chairman of, I think, 2 national parties, and a very senior leader in this country. And he had governors and senators.
So he's a man in his own right. And so Wabara.
He's a man in his own right. He has accomplished everything in life. That is the response he gave as chairman of the Supreme Committee.
Okay, now who replaces Wabara, the former Senate president?
It was replaced by a very competent and erudite Senator Wabara.
He's the one who replaced.
Yes, he's the new BoT chairman now.
Where did that, take place? The replacement.
The replacement.
Yes.
Where it took place.
Yes.
It was at the BoT meetings.
Where? Here in Abuja?
Yes, in Abuja.
At the Wadata Plaza or Legacy House?
No, the last BoT meeting was held in before all these issues. The last BoT meeting was held in at Sheraton.
But the one that, where you adopted Mao, Senator Mao.
Held in Abuja today at Life Camp.
We were told it was at Wike's house. Is that correct?
If it's Wike's house if Wike owns the building, owns the bedroom, it was a BoT that met. The last one we met, the last BoT meeting I held in Sheraton Hotel. Is someone not the owner of Sheraton?
What I'm saying, why taking it to somebody's house?
The last meeting they held yesterday too was in Bauchi Lodge. Is that not a government building?
But Wike's house is not government house.
The point is this. The point we should look at. Do not look at if it's Wike's room, Wike's vehicle, Wike's booth. The BoT held. You saw BoT members meeting. We had BoT members meeting in hotel rooms and dining halls before. And they'll say BoT issued a communique. Nobody has asked them why you went to a hotel. Let Dr. Wabara come out and tell the world if he has not had more than 4 meetings in Sheraton. One was even at what's the name of this hall again?
If the latest held at Sheraton or Central or wherever, or Lodge, which belongs to government, maybe Nigerians will, connect. But now holding a meeting at personal residence of somebody.
If there was no, first and foremost, let's remove the issue of personal residence.
Okay.
There's no issue of personal residence. I only said if anything is wrong with personal residence. In the Bauchi Lodge, it's not the personal residence of the governor of Bauchi. The one they went to hold one meeting where we are trying to constitute an appeal committee to come and appeal to the Abdurrahman-led faction.
Then under what premise did you now allow, the FCT minister to host you in his official residence in Life Camp to hold this meeting?
First and foremost,
yes. Who is he? Because you earlier said that he is not a member of NEC, he's not an NWC member.
First and foremost, I am aware that the FCT minister's official residence is somewhere around Guzape.
No, they said that one maybe he's private, but why in Life Camp is the official residence of the FCT minister?
You are the one who knows the private and the unofficial ones. What I know is that he resides in Guzape.
But what I'm asking is, who is he now? Because earlier I asked, I asked you that he is not a member of NWC, NEC or whatever.
Yes.
Why did you give him that enormous power to host you for an event to remove a BoT member?
If you recall again, sir.
Yes.
After all of this, politics is something that you need to consciously look at the dynamics, no matter the fluidity you see, so that you don't miss it. Governor Wike did not just emerge today after that, all those interviews. There was a meeting in the same, I think in Bauchi Lodge, or I think Bauchi Lodge, where the national caucus of the party held before former vice president Atiku Abubakar left the party. Atiku was seated in that national caucus. Former Governor Nyesom Wike was in that same meeting. Other serving governors that have now run to APC now were in that meeting. None of them could look at Governor Wike in the eye and say, you are not a member of PDP, because they ratified and they know that he's a member of PDP. So if the governors and the BoT chairman that has now been removed were in that meeting, and nobody could say, you are not a member of PDP, I'm not a member of the BoT, I'm not the leader of the BoT, I'm not the convener of NEC, I'm only a member of NEC by virtue of my office. How I feel or how I do not feel is immaterial to the collective decision of NEC or the BoT or other organs of the party, because most of the decisions come through voting. The leader of NWC was there. The leader of NEC was there. The chairman of the former chairman of BoT, Wabara, was there. And in all the highest organs of the party, even to the 101 and 102nd NEC, and clear invitation signed by the former national chairman, or now suspended, to Governor Wike is available for public records.
Okay, Timothy, I followed the comments that trailed the comment by the national chairman of the party, who you purportedly removed, that is Damagu.
Yes.
He said there is law of karma. Those who are sabotaging the process of reorganizing the PDP, they will live to actually pay the price, because this is a party that made them what they are. But here they are, I mean, seriously,
I'm sure that's
removing all the gains made by the party. Who is he referring to?
I'm sure he's referring to the governors that have either abandoned ship or about to abandon ship. I'm sure he's referring to the governors who are stoking this issue, this crisis for whatever reasons, or the particular governor who wants to destroy this party so he becomes the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Don't you think you are one of them? I mean, even though not a governor, you are also, you were made by the PDP. You've been a member for a very long time. But here you are now, you know, jumping ship.
No, I'm not jumping. Have I left to Abga?
Well, the faction, that is what Nigerians see now.
No. See, I always tell you, let's focus on issues the way they are. You may not like my face, I may not like your own, it's fine. But the issues are that there's a laptop in your front. Let's not call it a piano, because we want to look for a name to disregard it or to play away its importance. The issue is this. I like that statement that karma will visit those destabilizing PDP. The first thing is you do is self-examination. When you want to discuss on issues.
Do you go to sleep with your two eyes closed, going by the crisis in the party, and then the decisions taken with your full endorsement? Are you happy?
First, I am a man of conviction. I don't say and I don't move if I'm not convinced it is proper. First and foremost, I will want our now suspended national chairman, Ambassador Elia Damagun, to do self-examination. I know him. He's a good man. He's not here. He's a good man. He has a good heart, fantastic idea, but he's constrained. I've served personally with him, and I know it will be unfair for me to start saying this is his space privately.
I once interviewed him.
Yes.
I once interviewed him, and the one question I asked, he looked into my eyes and said whether I was sure, because I said many believe that you are doing the bidding of Wike. He said posterity will judge him if he is doing the bidding of Wike. And now I'm asking myself, why did I ask that question? Because we are now, I can see that of course, he believes Wike and some of you who support Wike, who support Abdurrahman Mohammed, are completely at par with what Damagun wants to achieve. For instance, the forthcoming, the meeting in Uyo, yes. The expectation is that, assuming you people allow that meeting in Oyo State, yes.
You can't put illegality on illegality.
What is the underlying problem?
That is where I think people. You may not need to like Governor Wike. You don't even need to like him. I don't like him as a person. But you must respect him.
What is the problem? Why don't you want the event in Oyo to take place?
Nobody is against the event in Oyo taking place. But it's sad now to say the event in Oyo now is going to becoming an early Christmas party, because it's not going to be a party event. But
there is a court who has given the go ahead.
Now, okay. The first, go and look at the judgment of Justice Omotosho. What did he say? He said, go and comply with your internal constitution of your party and your policies of your party and the provisions of the electoral guidelines of your party that preludes the national convention. Now, there's no Congress in Anambra. There's no Congress in Ebonyi. There's no state ESCO in those two states. There's no zonal ESCO in the entire southeast. The man that sits on the table parading himself as a national vice chairman of the southeast was sacked by a competent court in the southeast, which has not appealed, which is my good friend Ali Odefa. the two chapters of the state, Ebonyi and Anambra in question, that has yet to do their congresses. Who are the delegates that will now go to the national convention? The entire southeast is going to go to a national convention without delegates, and you think that is fair? An entire zone.
But how difficult
now
will it be to now?
That is the question. That is the question. When the Osadolor show highlighted those deficiencies, it will surprise you to know, sir, that the internal memos, even released as at yesterday, showing where the former national chairman milited that in lieu of this case and that judgment is coming on the 31st of October, let's put down the congresses in Anambra and Ebonyi.
It appears you people always bring in new spanner into the works.
No, Commissar.
Okay.
Let's not do this thing for the sake of journalism. Let's do this thing for the sake of clarity.
Yes, I'm trying to actually ask the questions that our viewers will ask.
That is what I'm trying to tell you now, sir. The point is this. If a man wants peace, that's why I was asking you, what does Ambassador Elia Damango wants to achieve? He wants to have a smooth convention.
Yes.
What does the governors, particularly the governor of Oyo State, want to achieve? Is it in consonance or at variance with what Ambassador Damango wants to do? That should be the fundamental.
I think they are on the same page.
No, they are not on the same page, sir. If they are on the same page, they are the ones that should have guided or advised and say, National Chairman, this thing just what you have said. What do we do? Let's come down for our high horses. Let's meet these people. Thank God you wrote a memo to say, well, let's wait for this judgment. This judgment has come and gone. The following day will be 1st of November. Oh, gentlemen, please invite the Southeast stakeholders. Let's judge and find a solution or pick a date to do this. The National Secretary, what is your position? And at any rate, if you know and you believe you need Governor Wike, why not also talk to him and say, with all due respect, Honorable Minister, you are one of those who has agitated for what is being right to be done. Now, how do we go about it that will be right before the eyes of the law, before the party leadership, and without losing face before the voters of the country?
Okay, but why are we having new issues almost every week? Because 2 weeks ago, it was the National Secretary, Anya, who said that his signature was forged. But maybe after forensic analysis, that, claim was debunked. Because INEC said it was his signature, right?
INEC said so?
So I heard.
You heard from INEC?
So I heard.
You heard from INEC?
Is that not correct?
I'm not aware because.
But that why did that issue now
that issue is not what to discuss about because the forensic report is not out. So I'm surprised you are saying you heard. The forensic report should be out either on Wednesday or Thursday this coming week.
Well, Phil has said that that issue is silent.
Idris Ahmed, you are a veteran in this business.
Okay, now finally, I want to ask you, and I want you to talk from the bottom of your heart.
Yes.
Why the allegations? You know, they said one allegation after the other, made them to be correct, that all of you are just doing the bidding of the APC. You don't want PDP to get organized so that it can pose a serious challenge by next year.
For me, from the depth of my heart, I believe and I know if you give, I'm not speaking like Boala now, I know if you give...
Boala is hearing you, I will bring him to answer. Yes.
I'm not speaking like Boala now, I'm speaking like a concerned Nigerian, affected...
He too is a concerned Nigerian.
Yes, but me, I'm affected by the shortcomings of the policies of the federal government as led by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I am affected. I know many of my cousins. I've lost 3 of my cousins to insecurity kidnappings in the last 2 years. I've seen friends paid ransom. I have seen villages on TV being wiped out by cattle hustlers.
Then why can't you allow the PDP
I believe in my heart that even if you give President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who many say has a good heart is not good leadership. I believe if you give him another 100 years, he can't do better than what he has done.
But why is Wike saying that Tinubu will win because PDP cannot challenge him?
He reserves the right, like you also reserve the right, to support, nominate, and endorse anybody on earth within the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. If he says Tinubu is his candidate, give him a superior candidate. If he sees one, I'm sure he will think.
Okay, finally, do you think the convention will hold? Finally, Will the convention hold as planned on 15th?
Which of the convention?
In Oyo.
What they are going to, if anything is going to happen in Oyo on the 15th, it's going to be an early Christmas party. It's not a convention.
Thank you very much, Timothy Osadolor, the acting youth leader of the Factional People's Democratic Party, for coming to the program and for giving your own side of the story. We hope to have you some other time.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
All right, viewers, we'll take a short break, and when we return, another aspect of the conversation commences. Don't go away.